finally. We've been needing a game like this for a very long time, and finally, we get our first look at a demo for Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and yeah, many times we've seen police and firefighting simulators here on the channel, and kind of a mix of all three: ambulance, fire, and of course police. But this is our first look at a brand new game coming soon to Steam, but has a free demo. Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulators game we took a look at maybe a year ago in a first look trailer that showed some of the gameplay and a few other things. I think it was maybe Summer Games Fest of 2023, or maybe even the Game Awards. But now this one has a release window coming soon, and of course with a demo, that means it's coming even sooner than we would hope or think. Is it good? Is it worth it? We'll find out in our first look at Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe right now, and of course let me know what you think of the game down below, and say hi, Raptor, down below. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with our first look at a brand new game. We got a couple of different people to play as. I guess there's really no differences between them other than their address for some reason, their birth date and location, and then also whether or not they're married or single, I guess. I guess we'll go with Liam here because he, I don't know, he's hip and cool and will resonate well with today's youth. Let's get started then, and climb aboard. Let's go. Let's go save some people.
Welcome to San Pelicano. This place is home to some of the world's finest EMTs, and you are about to join us. Let's get started. You've been assigned to downtown. It's busy and chaotic, but this is where we excel. Your job? Respond to emergency calls all over the district. Stabilize patients in need and transport them safely to a nearby hospital. Remember, it's not just about speed. It's about making the right decisions under pressure. Lives depend on it. The faster you learn, the sooner you'll get the critical cases. Stay sharp and always be ready. Now get out there and make a difference. Show San Pelicano what you're made of. We're counting on you.
Watch out, Grand Theft Auto 6. The frame rate, the graphics, and that man's hair exploding. Did you see that? Well, this game is gonna... Don't even worry about Grand Theft Auto 6. This game's got it covered, I can assure you. All right, well, we got a gun turret up on the top of the old Pelican Bay Fire Rescue truck over here. Certainly spent a lot of time in firefighting simulators, but this time we get to be the paramedic, so that's cool. All right, we're going to get in touch with our partner, and yeah, so this game's got some weird janky frame rate, and yeah, a lot of things that need to be definitely ironed out before release, but let's go ahead and chat with our partner, and let's care a little bit more about the gameplay, because that's what's going to sell it to me on this one.
I'll be overseeing your training today.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
Hop in the ambulance, and we'll wait for our first assignment from dispatch.
All right, yes, ma'am. Let's go.
If you ever get lost, check your map. It always shows you where the ambulance is located.
Yeah, I have no idea where it could be. Let me check the map. Oh, there it is. Mini map in the lower left corner. Okay. All right, let's hop in. SPMR.
Dispatch calling ambulance 152. You are needed at the scene of an accident.
Okay.
One person collapsed in a parking lot in downtown Pelican and is in need of assistance. Over.
152, roger. Heading out. Okay, we have received our first call-out. Don't worry, I will assist you every step of the way. You can check out the full version of the map if you want to see our complete route.
Okay. Now, this game also recommends playing with a, well, not a mouse and keyboard, but a controller, but I think a mouse and keyboard here is just fine. We played plenty of simulators, including those of construction, farming, police, and firefighters, so this should be no exception. They're telling us then that the 911 call is up here, so it'll plot a route for us if we click, and indeed it does. We also have a couple of different regions here, so this is the map of the downtown area. There also does seem to be a district to the west and to the east, and possibly even more. It looks like there's also one in between, maybe. Looks like this could be, oh, the water, Pelican Bay, but there's a couple of islands in an area to the north, but the island... or the map itself looks pretty cool. It really definitely reminds me a lot of San Francisco. Played a lot of American Truck Simulator. And man, it looks very similar to like the, well, the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge too. So yeah, all right. Looks good to me. Okay, get to the scene of the accident. Let's go. There's a person in the way. That's probably a bad thing to, yeah, okay. Definitely don't want to fail right at the start. And excuse me, people. Now they can tell us to turn on the siren where people will really get the hell out of our way.
And safely to the location marked on your map. Use the siren as needed.
Off to a great start. Traffic, including police, blocking the way. Awesome. Very nice. And the light's not changing. I don't want to get fired, so we got to be real. Got to pull like a 72-point turn here. Oh boy. Ma'am, could you... Sir, get off the phone. I'm going to have to... Okay, we're completely boxed in. This is great. I do appreciate the, on the... I guess at the bottom of the screen, the little radar sonar of if we're going to hit stuff. All right, we kind of had to there. I was kind of... My hand was kind of forced. People are so rude here. Everybody's driving Crown Victorias and completely blocking at traffic like any opportunity. This is not bad. This is super realistic. You know there are idiots just like this on the road who are like, what? How would getting out of the way of an ambulance benefit me? No, I don't. That doesn't apply to me. I'm exempt of the rules, and I don't really need to worry about that. All right, there is an attempt from the AI to actually make a little bit of room though, so I really appreciate that. And the lights do seem to cycle, and the lights allow us to and the other traffic to go through, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, that definitely is the the area that I remember a lot from American Truck Simulator. So we're really looking at like the West Coast United States here, maybe a little bit of Florida. I'm thinking something like Vice City, although certainly not GTA 6. I was just kidding. So yeah, we get to blow through lights and things like that. And where is this person? They're down. Are they down there? This tells me to take a right turn out into the water. Are they serious? I don't think that's where we're supposed to go. Wait a minute. My GPS... Oh, I guess I didn't click on the 911 thing. I was going to say, do they want us to drive out there? But good to know that that might not actually link onto a important point. Here's where I think we have to go.
We've arrived.
Oh, there they are.
Let's assess the situation.
All right, let's hop out. Ooh, I think I heard seatbelts. Nice. Oh, hello. Your shirt matches your van.
This is our patient. They appear to be conscious. Before we begin treatment, we should ask the patient a set of relevant questions about their person and medical conditions.
I think I dated a girl once.
This is called
named
anamnesis.
Yeah.
Try to retrieve as much information as possible. The more we know, the better we can help.
Bro, look at this van, though. Damn, is this like Khan from King of the Hill? All right, what's up, bro?
My whole body's aching.
Can you tell me what happened?
I suddenly felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
Take a moment to further inspect the patient. You might find some more evidence while inspecting different body parts.
All right, well, we're just going to do a quick little inspection.
We've received new information about the patient. I already made a note inside the patient protocol.
I can't see his hand.
This is where we collect all relevant information about the patient and mark down newly discovered pieces of evidence. Take a look at it now.
Take a look at the patient protocol. Press tab, okay? Seems restless, stressed, nauseous, and looks confused. Okay. No category selected. And no interim diagnosis selected.
These are the pieces of evidence you have discovered during anamnesis and inspection.
So this is the likelihood?
For each patient, you will have to make an informed assessment on what could be the underlying cause responsible for the emergency based on the collected evidence.
So this narrows it down to all these things that could be caused by that.
Any immediate danger. Choose a category and an interim diagnosis that fits the evidence. Your
Extreme
interim
stress.
diagnosis can always be adjusted during treatment. Let's go back to our patient now.
Okay, so we can basically gather information and then continue to run tests on the way to the hospital. Looks like there's also blood pressure, heart rate, O2 saturation, blood sugar, temperature, and airway to consider, as well as their other possible medical conditions.
Good. Let's put the patient on the stretcher.
Actually pretty
and
detailed.
Continue treatment inside the ambulance.
Retrieve the stretcher. All right, Angela, let's grab that stretcher. Oh, the driving is kind of like reversed. I want her to kind of back up like that. There we go. Perfect. We lower the stretcher. Oh, leave stretcher. Okay. And, sir, you're coming with us. How do I grab you? Maybe we need to get a little closer. Ah, there we are.
First, we need to assess the patient's vitals in more detail. This can only be done inside the ambulance.
That's going to be a hell of a bill. It's $1,800 for the ambulance. Each of those straps is another $2,200. Me opening the door, that's $850.
For now, there are 3 key vitals we should worry about: oxygen saturation, heart rate, and blood pressure.
Okay, so we need to monitor those
To
key
measure
vitals.
both oxygen saturation and heart rate, attach the oximeter's clip on the patient's finger.
Mm-hmm.
Diagnostic tools will then provide you with live readouts of the patient's vitals.
Okay, so we can press T to open our little bag of tricks. And there we have a few things for what they have mentioned. So we've got there the diagnosis category is the oximeter. So we'll grab that. That goes on their finger. I can remember I was in the hospital for quite some time in like 1994 after being hit by a car and them always wanting to keep this damn thing on me. And I didn't want to because I wanted to play Nintendo and stuff that they brought into the room. And they're like, you have to keep that on. How am I supposed to play Nintendo with this? You fools. Gaming is king.
Next up, try attaching the blood pressure cuffs to the patient's upper arm. It will provide you with information about the patient's blood pressure.
Interesting. It also seems like the game may have a VR function to it. Like right now, it seems like our character just has arms, and we're not seeing like our body around the ambulance. So I guess we'll do that on the right arm. I guess it wouldn't matter where. Did we just cut his shirt off? No need for that. I mean, it's kind of an emergency, but he wasn't
Vitals are displayed
incapacitated.
in more detail inside the patient protocol. Feel free to take a look.
Open patient protocol, okay. So now we have new info. Ah, there we are. Okay, so we have blood pressure, heart rate, O2 saturation, blood sugar, and temperature. But I think blood sugar will have to be updated continuously. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see. You finish treating the patient, exit the ambulance, and get in the driver's seat. I think Angela will be able to take it from here. We basically just threw a couple things on. We'll overcharge for a couple other things, and that should ensure profit margins are maintained for the shareholder. Much more important than safety. Absolutely. Them being inconvenienced or told no and going without is way more dangerous than loss of life. Okay, let's check our map, and let's go to the hospital. There's our GPS route. Perfect.
All vitals seem to be within their normal range. This patient is clearly unwell. Let's take this one to the nearest hospital, just to be safe.
I agree, Angela. Let's go.
I will monitor the patient during transport, while you drive us to the closest hospital. The patient seems to be stable, so no need to rush.
No need to rush. You got it. All right, let's rush. Come on, it's way more cool. We gotta, like, you know, blare the sirens and haul ass. Hell yeah, and the parking brake drift too. And you know these people aren't gonna get out of the way. Yeah. Oh, the UPS van is trying to though. Thank you, sir. Excuse me. I'm taking a left. Perfect. I think the driving in this game will probably be better with a controller, but mouse and keyboard just seems to be fine for everything else. Plus, a lot of cases and occasions might come down to how quickly you diagnose the patient at the scene, not necessarily driving. The driving, and the maps aren't overly large, but and a hospital probably is nearby in each of those regions, so we wouldn't have to drive too far and worry about, like, you know, taking damage or anything like that. Like, it's not like anybody's going to be chasing us or trying to throw out a spike strip. We're just trying to get to the hospital. Oh boy, this will be interesting. We need to get in the right lane. And there are a bunch of people. Sir, wait. Okay. Jeez, these people are dumb.
Our patient doesn't like that at all. We've arrived. Let's unload the patient.
Yeah, we went in so fast, she couldn't even tell us what the hell was going on.
We take over from here.
Ooh, that's going to be a hell of a bill. Wow, and look at the tentacles
Nice
from the
job.
thing attacking.
This concludes our first call out together. If you need a reminder on anything, you can always check your handbook. All relevant information can be found there.
Roger that. So from what I'm gathering about this game so far, I believe this will function like how it does in another game that we often
Shift's
play
over,
by the
remember?
name of Police Simulator. And that allows us to essentially go on a patrol of a town or a district, and then either a lot of stuff happens or not a lot. Congratulations, Paramedic. You've unlocked the car crash call-out, house fire, and stress attack call-out, which I think we kind of just dealt with right now. Guy just kind of completely freaking out. Waterfront HQ, that's kind of where we were before. All right, patients may die if not or incorrectly treated. Hitting pedestrians or crashing the ambulance causes game over. But that's also adjustable in settings. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Tips for paramedics: always check the vitals of a patient. Some tools provide automatic vital monitoring. Okay, well, couldn't read that tip. All right, Angela, let's go ahead and get ourselves a coffee real quick. Oh, it's a gold coffee. Oh, I don't have any change. Angela, you got any money? No? Okay. All right. And I'm sure there's a day-night cycle in this game, too, so we just hold here until something goes down, and judging by this being a demo, something will probably happen automatically right away. I don't know what, but we will see. A couple of symbols on the left side there. We see the gurney and the symbol which seems to be a person pointing down. Not sure what that means, but I guess we just chill here until something magical happens. There's us at the embassy. There's the hospital where we just went. And then there's a kind of a loop all the way around the city. I'm kind of getting a vibe of like Cyberpunk's map from this. Oh, that's kind of cool. The map actually is kind of nice, how it tips up like that. All right, not bad. We just kind of, I guess we're just supposed to chill here, but we know something's going to go down very soon. Just had to test.
Respond, ambulance 152.
The,
Ambulance 152. A residential building is burning and has been reported.
Whoa.
There might be more than one person in the building. Be ready for burned people and smoke inhalation.
Is there one or two things going on? One, okay. All right, let's click on that 911 call. This time I got it set right. Okay, so we got to take the highway. It looks like anytime you click anywhere else, it will reset that. So right-click to move the map. That may be what I had been doing before. Thank goodness traffic is moving.
As we speak. Over.
Go, 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 go. All right. Now, driving in a game like this, any sort of dropped frames or lag is horrible. Like, we need to be able to... Oh, come on, people. We need to be able to drive with precision while driving like a super souped-up van. Not hitting a pedestrian is probably the most important thing. Seeing like everybody drive either a crossover, like a Dodge Durango, or like a Ford Crown Victoria.
Check the map.
Am I lost? Check the map? No, I'm actually waiting for these people who are not moving to move, and the pedestrians to not jump in front of the ambulance. There we go. Okay. This is insane. There's like a red light at every street corner, lots of traffic. It's actually pretty accurate as to how accurate that is. Let's see if we can do any sort of damage here. Okay, yes, we can knock down parking meters, and we can take a little bit of a bump into posts and poles and things like that. I wanted to see if that possibly would end the game. They did mention it's in the settings, but I didn't turn it off. Actually, real quick comment on the ground. I'm seeing a lot of realism to the roadway. It's kind of looking a little banged up. There's spray lines for things like gas line. That's actually really well done. Other roads that are very detailed, of course, are in Grand Theft Auto 5 at the moment, but I'm actually impressed. Like, look at all the spray markers for like fiber optic lines. There's trash, wear and tear. Not bad on the roads. Not bad at all.
Lost, are we? Let's
Actually
go.
pretty cool. All right, hopefully the patient doesn't die. These are burn victims. My bad. Let's go ahead and watch that lady, okay? And up here to the left. Little speed bump there. And right here on the right. It's like a nightclub or something. What's that guy doing? Raven? Looks like we got to triage some patients too. We got 2 patients. Is this a security guard or something? Has to move, officer. You know anything? Like, give us info. What do you got? Who seems more badly burnt? Wow, okay, that guy's not in good shape. Triage package. Losing blood. Okay, we definitely need to... I don't know what these different tags are at the moment, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask questions.
Of my body.
What happened?
I don't know how the fire started, but when I noticed the flames, I started to look if there were other people in the building.
Okay, I'm going to just check this. Is this person unconscious?
Right lower leg. It hurts. I don't know how the fire started.
I'm not asking how the fire
When I
started.
noticed the flames, I started to look if there were other people in the building.
Okay, so these two tried to help people out.
I know, but I can't let the others die.
She seems to have a wound on her chest there.
My skin feels like it's still in the flames.
How can we be of assistance? That's kind of on us to figure that out. Do you have any other medical conditions?
No issues that I know of.
Prescriptions?
Nothing prescribed, just some headache pills. That feels better.
Angela could kind of help out. She's standing on the side here, and we certainly should check the other patient too and just make sure there's nobody spurting blood.
My skin feels like it's still burning.
Okay, so they certainly have smoke irritation.
I haven't had any chronic illnesses.
You guys getting mad. Prescriptions?
No, I haven't taken any medicine.
All right, calm down.
I'm starting to feel better.
He's delusional. Okay, let's see. Patient handbook. So which patient are we talking about here? 1 and 2. There we go. Okay, so we have Gulav here. Okay, that's who we're standing in front of. Respiratory distress, so smoke inhalation. And object and airway, possibly. Okay, and he's also losing blood. We certainly should get him taken care of. Now, we only have 1 ambulance here, so what are we supposed to do? For 2 patients. Patients losing blood, unusual scene. Hemorrhagic emergency. And bleeding in the veins, unusual scene. A lot of details there on stuff. Okay, we need to triage them, so we need red tag for her, I think. And a yellow tag for him. They're not green and they're not dead, so... Do we come back for the other person? Ma'am, step aside. I don't think there's any more patients. It does tell us 2 out of 2. Now, at this point, I'm just going off my best guess, because there is certainly a lot of tutorial information in the game, but a demo itself should act as a tutorial, and the first few missions, too. Again, I'm not going to school to become a doctor, or a paramedic, or a physician, or a phlebotomist or something. I'm just here to have a good time by rescuing lives and entertaining all of you. All right, let's go with her, since she seems to be bleeding. Patient stowed. And what, are we going to come back for the other guy? I mean, I feel like there should be multiple ambulances here, especially since a commercial building has basically burst into flame and there's multiple wounded and, I guess you could call them casualties. Transport, stabilized patient. Oh, what is it? This guy just gets a... just gets like the short stick, I guess. Okay, what do you have in your hand there? Okay, let's get you one of these. Got an ID badge on her. And then let's also get you... There was some problems on her legs, too. We could have maybe done so... Well, actually, we have to do this in the ambulance itself. Go ahead and put the blood pressure cuff on. There you are. Normal blood pressure. There's a burn on her leg there. This is something we were also supposed to do while they were sitting there. I did notice it visually on them, you know, on their bodies, but this seems to be a much more urgent issue. Inflamed skin. No real changes there. Can we do anything for them now? Oftentimes, we just need to stabilize, but controls the temperature. External wounds for bleeding. O2 mask ventilator. He did seem to be doing all right on the oxygen. Standard procedure, though, we should give it to her. Oxygen is expensive. It would probably be good to treat her with that. A lot of these things are expensive. Remember, we're thinking as a corporation here. That is the world we live in. So we must maximize, prioritize, you know, and do all those things for the shareholder. It's true. Not wrong. All right, let's just grab the ambulance and go. Good luck to you, bro. We'll, you know, we'll see you when we see you. Oh, damn, the building's still on fire? You guys better deal with that. I'm in a different game. I don't have time to fight no fires. Transport stabilized patient. Let's go. Okay, we need to mark the hospital. Which is about a block down the road. Interesting that they let you leave and come back. That just seems so weird. Now, another great game similar to this, and I would love to see more detail in it, is the Emergency series. And that, of course, has you doing things like rescuing people from meteorite strikes and monster truck rollovers and giant pier fires with you know, oil tankers and stuff that are ablaze. Although it's mostly just like an RTS game where you click on the police and maybe the paramedics and firefighters, and you kind of have them go do the things that they're supposed to do. But you don't get this detailed where you have to, you know, look at patients and do triage and find out who needs what care. Now, I think the doctors here will judge us, so we'll see what happens.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Yeah, a little help on that one for the wires and stuff. An A, all right, cool. And an S rating for this guy. I don't get the difference here. Do we have to go back to that guy? Okay, I guess they gave us an A rating on that patient. I guess their condition. So if their condition deteriorated anymore, it would have been bad times. So now we want to go back to the... Nope, we're just rescuing one. What the hell? That seems so weird. I don't know if I like that. I want to be able to help everybody. I guess that's why you triage for perhaps another medical unit to show up and confirm your findings, and then...
Respond, ambulance 152. Priority call, ambulance 152. The accident occurred in your public parking lot.
Okay,
Car collided with a bicycle, resulting in serious injuries for the rider of the bike. They are in need of immediate medical assistance.
oh boy. All right, this gives me flashbacks to 94. Gonna be up in the Mercy Hospital again.
The patient is reported to be in severe pain. The location is being sent to you at this moment. Move quickly. Over.
Playing with the Sega Game Gear. A little Sonic the Hedgehog on that one. Playing Paperboy. RC Pro Amp. Hell yeah. And like 3 months of cast. Awesome. Take that, femur. Alright, let's go. Emergency 911. Yeah. We just pull up real cool like that because we're cool like that. Because we're cool like that. Hey, yo, what's poppin'? Whoa, damn. Didn't that dude be in jail or something? Like, bro, take over, police. This... Oh my god, dude, are you okay? Patient's losing blood. Hi, how you doing? Looks like you got some chest wounds, a leg wound, no compound fracture at least, it looks like. Possibly some severe lacerations, okay. A hematoma going on. Can I... No, I need to talk to you, but I can't. Get out of the damn way.
I didn't see the bike at all. It came out of
Pain
nowhere.
all over my left lower
Oh my
leg.
God. I hit it, didn't I?
I have a really dark bruise.
I wouldn't look at that, son.
That car, it came out of nowhere. I don't remember much afterwards. No issues that I know of.
Okay.
Nothing prescribed, just some headache pills. That feels better.
All right, good. Yeah, we'll take care of you, sir. Don't worry. Me and the viewers are here. We will certainly do our best. Okay, let's do an immediate... why do I not have the bandage? Oh, because we have to do that inside. Tourniquet, maybe? And a neck brace. All these might be a good idea, actually. We'll maximize the profits of the hospital, yes. Mm-hmm. Sir, stop resisting. Okay, let's get a tourniquet on that leg. Just for now. Okay, can I look any further at him because... Okay. You'd think that removing clothing would let you get a little closer look at wounds and things like that in a situation like this, but I guess for the game's purposes it just lets you see from the outside. We need to get a little closer. Tourniquet for now. That probably is not a great spot for that, and probably not the right protocol, but I'm pulling on my knowledge from another game you may have seen on the channel by the name of Medic Pacific. Pacific War, I think it is, or Medic Pacific. I forget the exact verbiage, but it is a game where you are basically a corpsman on Pearl Harbor, you know, on the Japanese attack, and then eventually go to like the Philippines and other locations, and you have to do triage as well, and bandages and tourniquets, and applying morphine, literally carrying people out of a combat zone to, you know, triage areas and medical areas where they can get some extra help. Okay, we probably should use a bandage right away. Don't need to run some tests. We know that needs a bandage right away. What the hell is this? Oh, I see. Okay. That's why I don't often read instructions. Gameplay mechanics should be very, very intuitive. Like, you should be able to figure it out within 1 or 2 attempts, especially with mini games. If it takes too long, then who the hell wants... Then it's not a mini game. Bro, come on with this. We are not, like, threading a needle or launching a spaceship. We're wrapping fabric around a limb. There we go. How weird. Perfect. Got it.
Why is this so loud here?
He's extra sensitive to that. I don't know if we want to bandage that. I wasn't really attempting to do that. Let's try to now give him a blood oxidizer test. Pop that on. Alright, he's at 98.6. Okay. Things seem okay here.
Temperature is going down. We're back to normal.
Okay, that's good. This is in Fahrenheit as well. I believe you could set it to Celsius for and meters for driving and for temperatures and things like that. Okay, choose interim diagnosis, change any time. Alright, well, I assume he was hit by a car, so we have a hemorrhagic emergency and a big old problem with the blood there. So a couple problems. So they're pretty confident about that. Okay, let's go ahead and transport him. This is cool though that it lets you do this, you know, the whole diagnosis and whatnot, all here, and try to do some treatments as well. We'll see how advanced it gets. It did look like we can inject patients, too, with morphine, and was there ketamine and some other things there as well. Perhaps maybe insulin, too, if they're having a diabetic episode or something. Certainly a lot of options for that. Let's go, go, go. So a game with potential, I must say. But we'll have to see, you know, the jankiness of the driving. There's always some jank in these types of games, but I want them to succeed because we don't often get games like this. And if we do get games like this, people will literally roleplay this in Grand Theft Auto 5 or soon to be Grand Theft Auto 6, where they're pretending to be police and fire, and they'll do those interviews and things like that. Looks like the GPS updated. So I like this. I want these games to work and be fun. And some of the best ones are, you know, construction and farming so far, and flight. We have Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is a real mess, but other games of that nature in that franchise are actually quite good, and with a billion mods and a passionate community, you get a very fun game. It's the same with Farming Sim, and it's the same with Out of Ore or Construction Simulator, people who want to simulate jobs and go into try to play industries that they normally wouldn't. And that's cool. I mean, everybody wants to live a life of crime. A Freudian slip there, I guess. But yeah, you know, that's why we play Grand Theft Auto, to go do crazy criminal things that we... People, let's go, let's go. That we normally wouldn't do. Wow, that driving, that was good. I'm impressed. All right, patient's running out of time. We gotta go. Hold up, hold up. Don't crop. Mother effer. Okay. That idiot. Alright, good. We did it. Anyway, long story short, this seems cool. I mean, people are playing the hell out of Grocery Store Simulator, right? People are power washing and building grocery stores, so it's got some jank, but, you know, could be worse, I think. Ooh, an S tier. Nice. I don't know what the red stuff means. Was I supposed to, like, triage this guy beforehand? I don't know if I'm doing good or bad. I'm going to say I'm having a good time. So it's good. Also, that first one was not a house fire. It was like a commercial building. Let's say la vie. Well, what do you think? Ambulance Life, a Paramedic Simulator, seems to be at least what I would hope at the very least for a ambulance simulator. And hopefully we get more games like Firefighter the Squad and police simulators and construction simulators that have good maps, good voice acting, and some clunkiness of the AI is always going to be expected. I think that's hard to get something that's perfect or near Grand Theft Auto standards, but that's what we would really like. All right, well, finally, we get a first look at this game. Finally, a demo, and finally a you know, release day of, like, you know, soon-ish. We'll see. I don't want to say it because it could get delayed. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you all next time, and thank you very much for smashing that subscribe button. Thank you very much for liking, and thanks for being here for Ambulance Life, a Paramedic Simulator. I'll see you all next time. Bye. Have a good day.